Hello YouTube, welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey as always. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Well, we're back in the shop today. We've got a couple of little things we're gonna get done. The main item of business, we're gonna get this rolled around cart up under the chassis of the truck so we can finish working on that driver's door. Try to take that humongous crater that was in it, try to finish it up. Plus got a couple of other little fun projects to show you we're doing. So right along with us. Okay, we got it down on the rack. We had to jack it up in the back a good bit. It's actually off the trailing arms versus the frame. But all we had to have was get access to the bottom of these doors because we can't get to it good on the lift. Once you get the casters turned around, it actually rolls pretty good. But now we get access to the door, and we may actually roll it up the front a little bit more. But anyway, we built this for the 32 car, and you can see how we had to space it up under. I don't like doing it that way, but we didn't really have a choice. But anyway, so we'll start on this body work and get on that in just a second. Before we move the truck up here, I gotta get this thing out of the way. This is an auction car that I bought. I've always wanted to do some auctions. This is a cop car, 2005 Impala, Chevrolet Impala. It's only got 61,000 miles on it. I had to put 4 new tires on it, change oil in it. Buddy helped me clean out the vents up here for the air conditioner. It's a fresh air vents, but now the air conditioner's blowing cold. But this is a true cop car. Still got the center console in it, but no handcuffs or anything like that, or no guns left, unfortunately. But I do have to get a windshield put in it. But we're gonna try to flip this thing, see if we can make a couple $100. Really, I just wanna get my money back. But new tires, new oil change, cold air, it drives good and runs good. So we're gonna try to get it on the market. So we'll get this thing out of here, and so we can get over and get to work on this truck. Well, I thought I'd take you for a ride with my little cop car. 61,817 miles, 18 miles now. Let go of the steering wheel, it just drives just perfect. Got cold air. These little cars, low mileage, are worth about $3,500 on the Blue Book value. I'm hoping to get at least 25 for it, make a couple $100 off of it. But it runs really good. I saved $100 by buying the tires and mounting them myself, so that was $100. And but luckily, I hated buying the tires without trying the transmission first, but I had to because the other tires were so bad. But it runs just smooth as glass, shifts out good. So really excited to try to get this thing on the market, make a few $100 or a couple $100, or at least get my money back. All right, now we can get to the bottom of that door and get that thing finished up. One other little project I want to show you is that this is my dad's tractor. He bought this back in 1970 or 71, maybe 71, 72, but I'll probably say 71. This has been in our family for over 50 years. And I went down there and got it. My dad passed away a couple years ago, and of course we just lost my brother a couple weeks ago, and he's been kind of overseeing everything down at my parents' house. Well, we didn't want this thing to get stolen, and it hadn't run in several years. And I got in here and picked it up Thursday. Got here last night, put a new battery. Had to make a mount for it. Had to put a new switch in there. You can see down there, a new starter switch. Oh, it was wore out. But the gas tank was all cracked up, and I ordered one off Amazon. Here's the gas tank. And this is actually one he'd put on there years ago. You can see it's split. Just old cheap, just, you know, universal plastic gas tank. But I found one on Amazon for like, I guess $25. It just came in. The mailman just brought it. So we're gonna see if we can get this. I can't do anything while my buddy's doing that, so I'm gonna work on my dad's old tractor. And the dozer blade he designed and put it on by himself. So this would be real nice for us to use for small work out here on the go-kart track. If it'll ever cool down when we get out there, it's so blasting hot. I got to come up with some tires. My dad from the old school where you use what you have, and he found these old ATV tires. They don't even match. But hey, I'm gonna try to find a couple tires for it and put them on there. And the front was a pretty bad dry rotted too. But let's see if we can get this gas tank on there and see if this thing will run again for us. Okay, like I was saying, our gas tank came in. We'll see if roughly if it'll fit in here. Oh, what we would do without Amazon, be able to get something as weird as this in 24 hours, less than 24 hours actually. So here's our tank. Okay. I'll tell you already. And yeah, my dad had put a hole in there for the pickup line, so I can tell you already this will probably work. So see if we can get this in here and try to see if we can fire this puppy up. All right, got a little gas in here, new fuel tank. I'm gonna put a shut-off line. Let's see if it'll crank up. Well, got that little project done. Got a new gas tank in, and I'm anxious to get outside and see if it'll go work on the go-kart track a little bit, but it's about 100 degrees outside. So while I was doing that, Buddy was continuing to work over here. He told me he's very happy with that. You can see it roll down that door.
Now.
Man, look at that. We still got to come back. We got this. You can see where we put the metal. We got one little bit of bump. We got to get out right there. But that's a million times better than it was. I think we've got, I don't know how many hours we got trying to correct that. Well, I'm so proud of this little tractor, have it going. Like I said, I gotta get some rear tires. I got all the plows and implements for it as well. But it's really gonna be handy doing some small stuff out there on the go-kart track. But it's gonna be a lot of fun to have it back running again. It really needs to be bored with rings in it, but we'll save that for another day. shop that Buddy's in right now, the body shop he's at, he says they don't have very good air circulation down there. So he says it's been hot. So it's not any cooler 20 miles south of here than it is here, huh, buddy?
No.
This is the second weekend in July, and we got a long ways to go. Oh my gosh, I just can't take this heat. We finally got about 2 inches of rain the other night, and that was nice. Well, that's the first rain we've had in weeks. One last thing I want to tell you about the auction. These are some lights I saw on a pallet up there, and nobody knew what they were. And you may not, some of you may know, some of you may not. But I knew from the enclosure, these are explosion-proof lights that you would put inside of a grain elevator or a petroleum plant where you can't have any chance of a spark from a light that would cause potential explosion. These lights, believe it or not, I looked them up, looked up the model number, they are $5,400 a piece. So add that up, that's $35,000 worth of lights. And I've got 7 total. Those 2 did not work. I wired all these up, they all work fine. So can you imagine $35,000 worth of lights, and I paid $15 for them. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was gonna hang a couple up in the shop. I think I may try to see if I can sell them to a local electrical company, but that was a pretty sweet deal as well. I think we'll be able to prime this thing in a couple of weeks. It's just hard only working on Saturdays, but I spread a little bit of body filler on it, but prefer to let Buddy do it. He's a lot better than I am at, and I didn't want to mess anything up. But I'm kind of playing while he's working. There's really only one thing we can do. Well, enough for one person to do, rather. Feathering out pretty good there.
Yeah, there was a dent, and it's blocking through the old Bondo.
Well, that wraps up another day here. Buddy did a lot of work by himself today, and I had worked on it earlier this week, and I didn't film myself. But man, they've got this door down here fixed where we got the big surprise whenever I removed the decals, and we got this door down here is looking really good now. We've got hours and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to fix that damage where somebody missed the jack post and jacked up the floor pan, but in the rocker panel. But looks real good. He's already block sanding some areas, so we'll hopefully be able to get a little bit closer, one day closer to priming. Of course, I told you the other day I got my touch-up paint in there that's going to match this side here. I'll turn around so you can see. So I've got to go to North Carolina this week, so I'm going to be gone. I won't be able to work out here any of this week. But Buddy's working on his Honda. Some drughead tried to break into his car, so we're putting a piece of Lexan in there. There's nothing better than fixing a broke out windshield and with a piece of windshield Lexan out of a race car. So luckily I've got a lot of that around here, so he's going to silicone that. I'm going to help him here in just a second. There we go. Another day in the books. Well, thanks for watching. Kind of a little bit different episode today, but hey, I hope you enjoyed some of the crazy stuff we do around here in the shop sometimes. Truck's coming along real good. We still got a lot of work to do, but we're further along than when we first started. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.